In order to assemble the sunroof for your Tesla, you will need a second person. All tools are included. We recommend the use of gloves during assembly, as nobody wants to have their Tesla's interior damaged. The kit also includes a screwdriver and the screws necessary for installation. Note that you will also need a second person for the job. Note that there are two kinds of screws in this assembly. There are the silver screws, which are used to fasten the metal frame to the beams. They are already included on the assembly in all four places. And there are black ones, which are used to open the frame and to screw it on. That's exactly what's going to happen in the next step. Note that there are two different kinds of screws in the assembly. There are the silver ones, which are primarily used in the horizontal beams that go in the front and back. And there are black ones, which are used to fasten the frame and the curtains themselves. And now in the next step, we will be opening the frame and screwing in the black screws so that the main frame and the curtains are fully assembled. So you'll take the black provided screw and the provided screwdriver and be sure to locate the circular hole, and that's exactly where you should put the screw in. Go until it's tight, but do not force the screw. And repeat for the other side. This is how the curtains look assembled. Note, do not force the screws and make sure they're screwed in properly, as it will be essential for our next step. Note, there's two Velcro strips on the shorter side. One will eventually go on top of the metal frame, supporting metal frame, while the bottom one, and as well as everything else, will go on the center frame. The Velcro on the frame with the Velcro on the cover, as it will need to look seamless on your Tesla. This part should be visible, as it will go on the main frames. Let's see how we assemble this thing. Make sure this strip is always visible when assembling, both on this and the other side. After attaching the cover on your frame, flip the frame. Also note that during assembly you will have to press the decorative panel onto the frame very tightly, as to avoid wrinkles and to make sure that it doesn't, and make sure that it sticks very well during the ride. After you're done with the petting process, we will now continue on with our beams, as the shorter beam will be in the back and the longer one will be in the front, and it's explicitly labeled on both beams. Note that the beams have the required screws inside of them. The ones in the bag are generally spares, in case you lose it or forget it in any way whatsoever. You'll take off all 4 screws from the beams. They are identical and interchangeable. Take the front longer beam, make sure that it's the front one and it's facing the front, as that is important. Now carefully slide the plastic bracket on the edge of the frame in between the top of the interior and the glass. Repeat on the other side. Now putting in the metal beams, make sure that they went in fully into the interior so that the frame sits pretty snugly, as that'll be necessary to keep the shape of the frame itself. And of course, repeat that on the back side. Note the arrow and the label on the beam. Carefully slide it in and repeat on the other side, pushing all the way on both directions until the metal thing can go further. Do not force, as that will break the product. The next step would be to open the trunk, fold down the back seats, and let the sink in, guys. You gotta let the sink in. Now, take this up. It's a good idea to put the seats back up so you can put the frame on them during work. First, start by peeling the panel, then finding the silver screw and putting it into the black hole. And then be sure to align the hole there with the green ring where you'll put the screw in. Be sure to hold it as symmetrically as possible on both sides. Then be sure to align the screw with the green hole. And screw it in. And screw it in until it's nice and tight. And last but not least, put it back together gently. Be sure to slide the decorative panel on top nicely so that it doesn't unpeel mid-flight. So note that there will be slight imperfections in assembly. So as you can see, there's a little walled hole here, and there's none here. These things you'll have to manually redo or retweak, so to speak, in order to make sure your car's interior looks as best as possible. So I'll move it a little bit there. Note that during assembly, there could be small gaps in between the pillars and the decorative panel that we just installed. These are meant to be, there could be slight variances in their shape. So rest assured, it won't impact the design or the functionality of the sunroof. You can move the curtain back and forth, thereby adjusting the amount of sunlight in the car's interior.